Let's talk about marriage. What has been your favorite part about marriage so far?
I think
we moved into a tiny home. I get very overwhelmed in situations where change is happening. I was like really struggling mentally. God hears you. He understands your hurt and your pain. I've done a lot of reflection on like, what does my life display? Does my life display Christ? Does it display gratitude? Does it display peace? My goal as a Christian should be to display Christ. Like that's all I want to do. And I just want others to know like how his love has changed my life.
Well,
hey, everybody.
What's up? Welcome back to the Jesus and Stuff podcast after a millennium of time off.
Yeah, what did we take off? Like almost 2 months?
It's been
almost 2 months.
It's been probably almost 2 months. I was on YouTube and looking through our videos and it said a month ago, but that doesn't register.
Well, yeah, because we filmed the honeymoon video, which was the last one that we did. We filmed that. Yeah, like a week after. And we've been, what is today? It's the 11th. I thought it was the 12th. I was going to say, our 2 month is tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not.
Close.
It's Thursday.
Yeah. Dang.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Marriage for 2 months, Ross.
It's been amazing.
So, that being said, the reason that we have not done a podcast in 2 months is because we've been busy.
Yeah. Well, I think we've been busy and just wanted to get used to
being married. And living in a new space and all the things.
Yeah, we didn't put this in our notes, but this is one thing I want to say.
Okay, go ahead.
We'll probably actually talk about it a little bit. But one thing that we are not going to do, and this is a promise, is we are not going to pretend like this is a marriage podcast now.
Oh, my gosh.
Or
absolutely
like marriage
freaking not.
Because we don't know what we're doing
We
yet.
don't, bro. We're not like that, bro. We're not marriage professionals. Thank you for adding that. This is not a marriage podcast. But over the past 2 months, we have been settling into marriage, and we've been moving.
Yeah, you can see we aren't in our normal podcast space because, well, I guess the last two we did were at my old house.
Yes.
My college house.
Yes.
That we lived at for...
We lived there for 2 months.
Month and a half.
Month. I'm like 2 months. We weren't even married 2 months. Yeah.
But now we are...
Felt like 2 months.
In this house. So we're going to...
Which is the best house ever.
It's awesome. We're going to talk about it, so we're not going to...
Okay.
We'll get into it.
I won't yet.
Yeah. But we did move. So we've been doing that.
Yeah.
That was a gradual process, too, because this was like getting finished up and we were bringing stuff here. But like we moved over the course of like a few months.
Like, you mean like we were gradually moving stuff over here?
Yeah.
And also, not everything is really where it's supposed to be. What you can't see is to the right of my body. There's like a large, massive stack of just like boxes and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's also still a bunch of stuff at my mom's house, but we're pretty settled in for the most part. So, really good. Another reason we took a break. Do you go ahead?
What? I wasn't going to say anything.
No. I'm not saying go ahead. I'm saying like I would rather you say it.
Yeah. We, again, like what I was saying, we have always done this podcast. We started it right when we got engaged. Yeah. A little over a year and a half ago. And our goal was to just talk about engagement and like our experiences being engaged and what that was like and what we were going through, what we were nervous about, all the things. Over the last month or two, now that we've been off from the podcast, we've been praying through and just talking about what this is going to look like now. And again, we're not going to be giving everybody marriage advice after less than 2 months of marriage, but it will probably feel a little bit different just because we'll be talking through some things that we're going through. But also, we still want to talk about engagement. We still want to put a lot of emphasis on engagement because I feel like we have a passion to help people through that season now that we're on the other side of it. Yeah. So.
Well, we've been talking about, we might have said this on another podcast too, but like you said passion to help people in engagement, but it's not just that. Like engagement was such a fun season for us, aside from, we talked a lot about like things that we were struggling through in engagement.
But that all came out just because that's what we knew people needed help with.
Yes, but like engagement was such a fun season and we felt so celebrated. And like, I think one thing that we have a goal of in the future, just like for our own friends and our own people that we're around, is to make them feel that same way, like to make them feel celebrated and loved, because it is such an awesome season despite the ups and downs. Like, and you're never going to get that kind of season back. So we want to celebrate people in that too. But yes.
Yeah.
I think instead of this being a podcast that is about marriage advice, because obviously, like we've said 10 times already, we're not equipped to be that for anybody yet. We kind of just want it to be more of like real time processing, like what we're going through, how we're dealing with it. Is it good? Is it not?
The conversations we're really having, like, in real life.
Yes.
And just bringing it on here after those conversations.
Yes. And I don't know. The podcast has always been kind of a space for me to, like, verbally process things. We did a topic over spiritual warfare. And that was literally as we were doing that podcast and having that conversation, I, like, just realized so many things and was able to process so many things in that. So anyways, I digress.
But with that, so YouTube specifically, but social media is kind of ruthless. So we also just needed to
take a step back for my mental health.
A brain break.
I needed a brain break from social media.
But I think we've been able to
brain break.
Just have a little bit of good time off. So,
yeah, it's been nice to just like spend this time together and all the things.
Yeah.
So let's talk about marriage. Marriage.
I wonder how many times we've done that on here.
I want to know some things.
Keep talking. You're good. Keep going.
Well, I'm asking you a question. Okay. I want to talk about marriage and how we've felt about it so far, like how we felt about the past 2 months and finally living in a season that we longed for so long.
Yeah.
And I have so many things I could say about it, but I want to hear what you have to say about it in terms of like, what have you loved? What has been like, maybe not a shock, but just like a surprise? Or, like what you're appreciating about it. Go ahead. Actually, I'll ask you one at a time.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, I'm just going to answer for you.
I'm just going to answer for you. Here's what you've loved. What has been your favorite part about marriage so far in the past 2 months?
I think we talked about so many times in real life and on the podcast, just for people that have listened before, they'll get it. But we talked so much about the desire to just be like able to do married things. Like we went through the whole season of spending the night together for basically living together for however long that was. And that was like every morning that I would wake up next to you then was like, I knew it wasn't right.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel like I was like we were living in harmony with what God would have for us. And I think that's probably my favorite part, is that now there is no, do I need to go home tonight?
I know. I think that's also been my favorite thing. One of my favorite things is what you're saying. Like the lack of conviction for that kind of stuff.
Overdoing things that are good in marriage.
Right.
They're yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not even like, I'm not just saying my favorite part about marriage is that we get to spend the night together.
Right.
We get to live together. But I think it's just like living in, I mean, that kind of just.
Well, you said the other day, okay, so actually this was yesterday you said this. I'm sorry, I just did the mic like that. Yesterday I went and I hung out with my friends later in the evening around like 7:30, but we were like together until 8:30. Mind you, we live like 25 minutes out from town. So it's like we kind of have to drive a little bit because we live in the woods. You see the woods out there? Them's is so good. Okay. So anyways, what was I saying? Okay. So I was with my friends late at night, but I was leaving Ross to go to see my friends at like 7. And he was like, I feel like when we were dating, this would have made me really sad because this would have been the last time I would see you today.
Yeah, it would have been like there was a goodbye.
That was a goodbye. Like now there's not.
It's like, okay, I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll see you tonight. Like I'll see you tonight when you get home and eat dinner and we'll watch TV and go to bed.
Yeah,
like that is the best
one of
ever.
The coolest things is like seeing Ava pull up in the driveway now and not being like, well, she's just going to have to leave in like an hour or two.
She can only be here for an hour.
No, like, this is our house.
Dude,
like,
yes.
Us together. It's not, I don't go to your house for a little bit. And
no.
You don't go to my house for
After
a little bit.
church, we're not like, okay, so whose house are we going to go to?
Yeah.
No, we drive to church together and we leave church together.
Yeah, most of the time.
Most of the time. And we're like, we're going to go back to our house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think awesome.
That's been my favorite. Just like as stupid as that sounds, my favorite part about being married is like
being married.
The being married things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then what has been like?
And can I add this?
Yeah, please.
Living the way that we lived through engagement, or sometimes we didn't do right, but like we corrected and try to get back on the right page. Like not living together and not all that stuff. And that was 100% worth it because now this feels,
makes us appreciate this.
Yeah, I appreciate it so much more. And I think we were in town and like maybe drove by your old house or something for some reason, or mine, I don't know, or we were somewhere. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
And I was like, bro, like why could we just not?
I know, right?
Like why did we act like we did? Why did we just disobey?
Well, now
God?
like. It's crazy because marriage felt so far off.
Yeah.
And that's probably why, like, it felt so far away.
We've been married for 2 months now.
I know.
And
like, we longed for this for 5.5 years.
Yeah.
And we're just, like, married.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I feel like there hasn't been, like, a crazy amount of change in just the way that we are.
No.
Like, it's still as fun as it was before.
Yes.
And I haven't gotten, I mean, been 2 months, but I don't even foresee this happening ever. But I haven't got tired of you.
Right. Yeah, I thought that this is gonna sound awful when I say it, but it's not. Matter. Okay. I thought that like when I was gonna start living with Ross, like full time, and I was just like actually full time and not just like pretending to be married. No. I thought that I was going to like not get tired of him, but just like not have as much like spark is not the right word to use either.
It just would become familiar.
Yeah, it would become routine.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's become routine at all. I think I still get really excited to come home and it's like, it's you that I'm coming home to.
We also are so blessed. And again, we're going to talk about it in a minute, but like, to be in this house that we got to curate and
so the way that we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Like every part is just so awesome. And actually that's something that Ross and I have been doing a lot since we've gotten married is reflecting on gratitude.
Oh my gosh.
And like I think that coming into marriage, I think that my relationship with God has grown, and I think you would say the same for yourself. And I think it's 100% grown from just purely like being so grateful and just reflecting on God's goodness. Like we waited for this for 5.5 years and now we're here and it's better than we could have imagined it to be. Like there's just so much to be grateful for. And I think that, I mean, in any season that you're in, I think I've noticed that the seasons that I'm more grateful are the seasons that I feel closer to God. But this has been a season count how many times I can say season.
Yeah, you Christian podcast girl.
This has been a season that has just filled my heart with gratitude, and I don't want that to go away. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to keep being grateful, and I want to keep seeing the things that I can be grateful for. And I think, honestly, part of my ability to be so grateful and kind of quiet my mind has come from living out here partly too. Mm-hmm. Because, like, I look outside and immediately, you know,
see is God's creation.
I see, like, acres and acres of trees, and it's like, yeah, how can you not reflect on gratitude anyways?
Yeah, I think that we are just in a spot in life that we prayed for so long.
Yeah. And we don't take that lightly.
And more. Yeah. I feel like the way that, like, our lives are right now there's just so many things that we have to be grateful for, that not everybody has the privilege of mm-hmm. getting to, you know, do things. Mm-hmm. Like, we live in a beautiful home, and we get to work jobs that we love mm-hmm. doing, and mm-hmm. we're married, and our marriage is healthy, and we're closer to God than ever. It's just like, I don't know. I mean, yes, maybe we're looking at life through rose-colored glasses right now,
right?
Because we're
newlyweds, but
yeah. So sure, it might get hard, but I think that I know that when your perspective is gratitude, I mean, like, you can just see. Uh-huh. We were talking about it earlier, and this is really hard. But when we upload videos, and when they get, you know, people that really don't agree with what we're saying, or
uh-huh.
maybe
or just take what we're saying in the wrong way
out of context, then it's hard for us to process that sometimes and deal with it, because it's ruthless.
Yeah.
But even in that, like, with the amount of gratitude, I know for me, I know it's been maybe a little bit more difficult for you, but with the amount of gratitude that we have in our lives right now, like, we can even look at that and say, thank you, God, for the opportunity to reach people mm-hmm. via this platform. And even if, like, they're not responding well, mm-hmm. we're still bringing His word and His what we feel called to do to the
and hopefully the way that, like, hopefully that's shown, like, hopefully the peace that God brings us and the gratitude that we have is shown mm-hmm. like, just in the way that we speak and act and whatever. Yeah. That's like, you know, over the past 2 months, I've done a lot of reading my Bible, and one of the biggest things that was a large theme, not only in what God was revealing to me in my, like, daily readings, but also in church. It seemed like all the sermons were talking about like a reflection of Christ in your life. And I was reading 2 Corinthians mm-hmm. and this has just stuck with me since I've read it, but I forget what verse it was.
Keep going.
But basically what the verse was, like, getting at was, I think it was I don't know what chapter it was. Are you trying to find it for me?
Yeah, let me see if I can. Keep going.
Anyways, basically what it was talking about was, it doesn't matter what other people think about, like, think about the words you say, or think about think about you in general, as long as you are making your best effort to display Christ. That's what matters. Like, as long as you are displaying Christ, like, don't give them a reason. Don't give them a reason to say anything negative about you because of the way that you display Christ.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Not that I didn't try to do that before, but it just kind of gave me a new perspective of, like, all I can do is try my best.
I don't know if this is it. But,
I know.
Dude, I love Paul so much. Okay.
I think it was chapter 2. I don't know.
I'm in 5.
I would need I don't know where it was. Maybe it was 5.
So, since then, we know what it is to fear the Lord. We try to persuade others. What we are is plain to God, and I hope it is also plain to your conscience. And then he says, if we are out of our mind, as some say, it is for God.
Yeah.
If we are not in our right mind, it is for you. For Christ's love compels us, because we are convinced that one died for all, and therefore all died. And he died for all, that those who live should no longer live for themselves, but for him who died for them and was raised again. So from now on, we regard no one from a worldly point of view. Though we once regarded Christ in this way, we do so no longer. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old is gone, the new is here. I just if people say we're out of our minds, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've done a lot of reflection on gratitude. I've done a lot of reflection on what does my life display? Does my life display Christ? Does it display gratitude? Does it display peace? Yeah. Or is it displaying not Christ? And my goal as a Christian should be to display Christ. That's all I want to do. And I just want others to know, how his love has changed my life.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's all a bunch of stuff that was just on my mind. But marriage has brought me closer to God. It's, I don't know if, in this season of marriage, I had become closer to God. I don't know if marriage itself has brought me closer to God. It probably has in some regard.
Yeah.
But
I think it's also, it has brought us into a new season of life where what was before not God's way is his way now.
Right.
And so it's in the times that we were just really struggling through engagement to, live God's way, that made us want to face him less.
I need to find it. It's in my backpack. I really want my Bible.
Okay, do you want me to go get it? Is it in your car? Are you just going to talk for a minute?
Yeah, what should I'll talk about something while you're...
Or we can just cut.
I'll talk about something, and then if you want to cut it, you can.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'm going to wait to say the things that I want to say until he's not in the house anymore.
She about to talk mad crap about
No,
me.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
He takes up the whole bed.
Go. Ross is a very awesome, cool, awesome guy who will literally walk all the way outside to go get my Bible just because I want to read this one verse, and now it's in my mind. He's a very sacrificial husband who sacrifices his comfortability of sitting down in front of a microphone to go get my Bible. It's pretty awesome. He made me breakfast this morning. Guys, we went to the grocery store the other day, and they had Good Culture cottage cheese.
What?
Nothing. They had it, and I freaked out.
That's what you were talking about?
Well, I was talking about how you made me breakfast this morning, but then I was talking about how you had cottage cheese on my toast, and that it was specifically the Good Culture cottage cheese because we found it in the Kroger.
In the Kroger.
Okay.
Sponsor us.
Here we go.
Waterloo.
Okay. Ready? It's chapter 6. You're wrong.
I did 5.
It was chapter 6. Are you ready? So put no stumbling block in anyone's path so that our ministry will not be discredited. Okay. So that just, when I first read that, was like a bunch of kind of, nah. But, nah. Because I didn't really understand. But I use this, oh my gosh, can I actually use my brain? I use this commentary called Enduring Word. It's really good. It goes through every verse of a chapter that you're reading, and it literally tells you exactly what is being said in said verse by verse. Okay, so anyways, what it said was, Paul could not do anything about false accusations. Okay. Except live in such a way that any fair-minded person would see such accusation as false. So, like, you know, we said we weren't going to talk a lot about this, and I don't think we're going to touch much more on it because it's really not that deep or that big of a deal. But, like, I was really struggling mentally with false accusations, and I just reading that, like, that was like a week after, not even a week, like days after, I was like really struggling mentally. First of all, that was a reminder that God hears you and he understands your hurt and your pain. But just like Paul was talking about his light afflictions. Like, if you know Paul, you know he did not have light afflictions. Okay, this man was put.
YouTube comment section is a really light.
This is a really light affliction compared to
being in
jail, beaten, you know, ridiculed for literally your belief in Jesus. And what a blessing it is that we live in a place where that doesn't happen. Like, that's such a blessing in and of itself. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I felt so heard by God because Paul, like, it was true. Like, live in a way that any fair-minded person would see such accusations as false.
And can I stop you? Because
sure.
In chapter 5, what I read, it says, if people say that we are out of our minds, then, or if we are not fair-minded in their opinions, then we know that we're on two different playing fields.
Right.
So because he's saying a fair-minded person will see Jesus in us, we kind of have to look at it as like other people that are living their life with the same like goals as we have, like with the goal to pursue Jesus, would see that in us, or we hope that they would. We hope to live in such a way that they would. But people with a worldly perspective who might call us crazy, are not going to agree with us,
right? Because they're just living in a different way.
And that, I think that's applicable to much more than just this context of us talking about how people respond to our podcast.
Sure.
That's just in life. Like when you're living a life for Christ, you're gonna be I hate to say mocked because sometimes we use that word, but it's nothing compared to what people like Paul went through. But like, you're gonna be
you're just gonna face some difficulties,
disagreed with.
You're gonna be disagreed with. Like,
but don't let that discourage you, I guess is what we're trying to say, because again, a life lived for Jesus is so fulfilling. And if you are living a life for Jesus and you feel like everyone else is like doing their own thing and think that you're crazy, this is us saying right now to you, keep doing what you're doing. Keep running the race for Jesus because it's worth it.
Yeah, he's so worth it. Jesus is so worth it. He died on the cross for you, so live for him. He died for you, so you live for him. Anyways, I'm off my soapbox. It's really not that big of a deal.
Let's talk about our house.
Because that's a really fun thing to talk about. Do we want to talk about do we really have much to say about the move-in process? I'm like literally so close to the microphone right now.
Yeah, it's probably going to be like this.
It's like... Is that going to make a noise?
My name is Ava. My name. Huh?
Is that going to make a noise like a...
If you're popping your peas close to the microphone, then yes. But if you're back here, it'll be fine. You can hold it away.
You can hold it away.
This is real-time production.
Ross knows all the things podcast, and I just show up and chit-chat.
Anyway.
Chit-chat! I was going to say, do we need to talk about the move-in process?
Well, yes, let's say that. But first, if you want to see more than just what you're seeing in these two shots right now, and we have a house tour video out. If you look, I'm going to do the podcast thing.
Tiny home house tour.
If you click this button right here, I think it's on this side. If it's not, it might be on this side. I don't know how that works. But you can click that and watch our house tour video, and then come right back to hear us talk about...
Come right back!
But, we have a video of our house tour out. Anyways, we can talk about the move-in process. I think that if anything...
I have something to say about the move-in process. No, you can go ahead. What
I was going to say if anything has tested our marriage, and I use that lightly because it didn't test our marriage.
It really was not that big of a deal.
It was, we built our bed. This was like the one thing. There were several moments like this that like Ava processes
We just process differently.
Yeah, we process so differently. But
in terms of putting a rug on the floor, we
yeah,
process
or
differently.
like putting a couch together, or like moving furniture. There's some things that like Ava thinks one way and I think a different way, and we're both trying to accomplish the same thing.
Goal.
It's just we can't explain it the same way.
Yeah.
So that's like one thing that we cannot like just telepathy. We can't just telepathize with each other on how something's gonna work with a rug and furniture. Anyway, we'd already built our bed and it was already like made and everything. And then our rug came in, and it was going to go all the way under the bed.
All the way under the bed.
And it had to be centered, and the bed had to be centered, and all that.
It was a horrible process.
But that was, at points we were like staring at each other with rage. Like,
we were literally...
What are you doing right now?
No, I mean, there were moments where I was literally like, I can't even do it now. I mean, I was so frustrated, and you were so frustrated. What you do is when you're frustrated, you go like this. You go like that. I think Ross did that like a ton.
Anyway, we got the
Sorry,
rug
my fingers are all over the mic.
We got the rug put down, and then we laughed about, like almost immediately laughed about how mad we were.
That's one thing about me and Ross. If we're like in a situation like that or quote arguing, we weren't really arguing. It was just a frustrating situation to be in. We will literally laugh it off after and be like, that was so stupid. I'm glad that's over. Anyways, that was probably the hardest part of the move-in process. But the thing that I want to say about the move-in process is that this is why I'm so glad to have you. And like, because you even me out so much and you like level me out so much. I'm like afraid I'm doing
You're literally
things.
fine.
Okay. I get very, very overwhelmed. Not very, very. I'm going to take back a very. I get very overwhelmed in situations where change is happening, even if it's like small. Like, I don't know if y'all grew up this way, but like, or if you are this way, you didn't have to grow up this way. You can just be this way. But like, when something doesn't go the way that you thought it was going to go, it kind of just throws you off. Like, even if that's just like a daily routine thing. Like, if you think you know how your day's going to go and then it doesn't go that way, it's kind of like, I hate that didn't happen the way I thought it was going to. I've gotten over that kind of a lot, but I used to be pretty bad about it. But now in like bigger situations where there's like a larger amount of change, it can feel a little bit more overwhelming. Anyways, so like we've said, we moved into a tiny home. So tiny home meaning it's 400 square feet.
400 square feet.
400. Does that include the loft?
I don't think so.
I don't think it does either. But 400 square feet. So like pretty small and limited storage. Like we have plenty of storage.
Yeah. But we were coming from
less than what we had.
You were coming from your own house where you had 3 closets in your room.
I had 3 closets in my bedroom.
It was kind of a weird room, honestly. I don't really know why there were 3 closets.
But I had 3 closets.
So you had plenty of space
I had
for
so
stuff.
much.
And I also had my own house with a closet and some extra storage space.
Yes.
We've made this work really well.
100%. But
again,
like getting it to the point that it was working and that it is working was like, you know, there were 50 freaking boxes sitting on the floor, and I was just like,
and not only
I don't know where this is going to go.
That happened multiple times. Like
So,
we were bringing carloads of boxes like once or twice or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And trying to get what was already in here put away and figure out not only is there a place for this period, but what is the best place? Yeah. So that then we can fill what's left into the next best place for those things. Yeah. So like what Ava's sitting on right now, if you haven't gone and watched what both of us are sitting on, if you haven't watched our house tour video, you should. We like demonstrate it in there. But there's storage in the seats of these chairs, and we have a bunch of drawers upstairs, and our bed frame actually has storage in it.
We have so much storage, but it was like for the space that we have, like we have plenty, but it was just like figuring out how to make it work for us and like what our daily routine was going to look like was the hardest part for me. And, you know, there might still be some things that we're going to change around just depending, because we're still settling in. We've only really lived here like not even 2 weeks. Yeah. So, you know, we might change some things around, but all that being said, it was a very overwhelming process for me. And Ross, being the amazing husband that he is, was just like, you just sit down and I'm going to do it.
I'm like the opposite of her. I for sure, I was looking at all of the things that we were going to be moving here. And before we had like all of our furniture and could really like tell what we were working with, I was a little overwhelmed too, because I was like, how are we going to move 2 homes into one home that is half the size of one of those?
Yeah.
So it was a little overwhelming, but I'm so like, we're just going to figure it out.
Yeah.
I think this is funny. We were actually at church the other day, and Gabe is our executive pastor, and he was like...
Executive?
He was like getting frustrated that like some things were going wrong at church. And it was just like pressure situations like those are that's like my every week right now. And before that, when I worked in football, everything was pressure and stress. Like there was no day that like you went to work and there was not some kind of stupid situation that happened. So I think I got really accommodated to like pressure and stressful situations. And
you just know how to work under pressure.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Or under...
I think that once it's like the initial pressure for me, I don't know if it's pressure for me. It's just the immediate overwhelmingness of a situation like that makes me like kind of shut down and be like,
yeah, like there's no way this is going to work.
Yeah. But then there was a day that like, I think you left and I like completely got all of our closets situated. Yeah. And so that was a good day. Like we also, well, actually I'll stop there if you have something to say.
I was going to say the same thing. Like I worked a little bit better one day where I think I had just said like, just sit down and I'll take care of it. I don't want you to be stressed out. And then you ended up having to leave for work and I was
just knocked
able to
out
just
a bunch of
knock
stuff.
out so much.
Yeah. But I think one thing I can appreciate about the process of moving to a smaller situation has been the amount of decluttering we've had to do. Like I got rid of so much stuff. Like so many clothes
that we thought we needed.
Like even when I moved out of my house into Ross's college house before we were here, I got rid of a bunch of stuff. Like I got rid of a lot of crap, y'all. Yeah. And then coming here, I got rid of even more that I like originally thought I was going to use or whatever, ABCDFG. But like how awesome it felt to just like let go of a bunch of stuff. So that's been cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely, like, our closet is pretty small, but it works really well.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like, my parents, they also live in a smaller house, and they had to do a lot of decluttering. And when they were building theirs, it was like, my mom would just always say, stuff just, like, perfectly worked for us. And when you have the mindset of, like, well, we'll have to get rid of some more stuff to make our space work.
Yeah.
Like, things do just
stuff just perfectly works when you do that.
Yeah. So, like, there's such small things, like your little cube unit thing that has...
I know, it fits perfectly in that closet.
It fits perfectly in our closet, and then we put our shoe rack on top of that, and that fit perfectly.
Yeah.
It was just, like, all those little things, organization-wise, that make me, like, I don't think I have OCD. Maybe about some things, like a very minor level of it, but those things, like... just made me so happy.
Right.
My desk made me so happy.
Oh, I know.
That it works up there.
Yeah. Go watch the house tour so you can see Ross's desk that he's really proud of and it's happy about. It is very fire. I'm very proud of him for that. Okay. Let's talk about the tiny home now, like in general. We've talked about this before, but I'll just have you say it again. What is your favorite part of the tiny home?
I think our loft is my favorite part.
Really?
I really like our bedroom. You can see it behind me right now. But again, if you haven't seen the video, go watch the video. But
I love everything.
It's hard to say a favorite part. Like I love everything down to the way that our plates and bowls sit on that shelf.
I know.
Like it just looks so, like somehow the plates and bowls look inviting. I don't like.
Maybe
have a plate.
Maybe we just live in like the la la land of a new home, but like
I mean, I
so
know
nice.
that there's some things like this this dresser situation is not, or not dresser, but
bookshelf
situation is like not my favorite, but that's also just very temporary. But like upstairs, we've just had, again, I was just talking about Gabe. He and his wife Lulu were just getting rid of their TV stand, and we went and picked it up that day that I heard that he was getting rid of it, and it fits perfectly.
It fits perfectly up there.
And and then our couch, that whole situation, Amazon.
It was perfect.
Amazon, we ordered a cloud couch, which you don't know what that is. It has no bones. It has no structure. It's all like foam, and it's shrink wrapped when you get it. It like puffs up. Anyway, Amazon sent, it comes in 2 boxes, and Amazon sent us one of them and lost the other one.
Yes. So we only had half a couch.
We got reimbursed, and then we bought it again. So we have 1.5 couches.
Yes.
In our tiny home. And I think what makes me like love the loft so much, why that's my favorite space, is because we have a giant couch.
It's huge.
And I have a desk that is 3
It's
times.
a mega couch, a mega desk.
In a tiny home.
And a mega TV.
Yeah, and a mega TV. Like everything upstairs is huge. And it all fits up there, and it's very functional, and I love it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I love it too because it's really cozy up there.
As of right now, we don't have Wi-Fi yet.
Right, so we've been watching DVDs.
Yeah, the functionality of everything upstairs, like, there hasn't been a day that I've just, like, spent all day in the office working yet. And to see how that really will work. But I think it'll be amazing.
Yeah. My favorite part of the house is everything, but I don't know. I think my 2 favorites are our bedroom and our kitchen.
Can you scoot that way?
You want me to scoot?
Yeah, like that's good. That's
okay.
Good. Yeah.
My 2 favorite parts are our bedroom and our kitchen. Our bedroom, we knew initially what kind of like furniture we were going to have in there because we knew that we needed storage furniture. So we got our bed frame and our nightstands off Amazon. Mind you,
IKEA.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like thinking ahead. Off IKEA. I was going to say that we can, like, if you go on to me and Ross's Instagram, Ross and Ava _, there's a link in our bio where
we can put it in this description.
You can go to our Amazon storefront or our ShopMy, and all of the stuff that we got for our house is either on the Amazon storefront, because most everything is from Amazon, or on our ShopMy, the things that are not Amazon. So, anyways, I digress. We knew what bed frame and nightstands we were going to have because we needed certain storage situations. What I did was I got on Pinterest and I like made one of those like collage things and found a bunch of stuff on Pinterest that I thought all matched together, and then ordered that stuff it was pretty much, again, it was like all from Amazon. And it just worked so good. Like when it all came together, I was like so happy and giddy. I was like, "Boo, like this is my Pinterest board come to life." It was so fun. So I love it in there. Also, it's just really comfy and cozy.
Mm-hmm. Our bed is
so comfy.
Avocado mattress. It's like the comfiest mattress. The sheets are amazing.
Not even freaking sponsored by Avocado Mattress. Don't know if we ever will be.
Would love to be.
But, dude, like game changer. Also, we really are, like through our marriage, we're trying to invest in things that are going to be good for our bodies and good for our health. And we wanted our house to be a healthy house. And our mattress is non-toxic. So that was a good investment on our part for our health and longevity.
Yeah. Our ceiling, you can kind of see it behind me again. If you haven't gone to watch the video, you just need to do that because I'm going to keep talking about the house. But we left the ceiling exposed, stained it, and I think that really warms the room up and keeps it feels taller.
In our bedroom?
And bigger. Yeah, in the bedroom. And also,
we have wood ceilings in here too. Yeah.
That feels...
I love that. We have like 20-foot ceilings. It's like, it makes the space feel so much bigger.
Yeah.
So nice. But my other favorite part is the kitchen, because I think that was kind of a space that got designed slowly but surely. But like every piece has its like own, I don't want to say story, but like it has its own like awesome
element.
It's just its own awesome thing. Like our cabinets, like the paint color of our cabinets and our wall color is like 2 colors that Ross and I just picked from Sherwin-Williams one day, and we were like, "Yep, that looks good."
We picked it in like 20 minutes.
But it like works perfect. The gold knobs, like I just love our knobs on our cabinets.
Let me ask you this.
I love our shelves from Amazon, which Ross originally did not like. Right?
No.
You didn't like them.
No. We weren't looking at those ones first. We were looking at some white ones that were a little bit more like... Yeah. They had more of like that kind of...
No, I showed you those.
Really?
Yes, I showed you those, but it was a 3 shelf, like boom, 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 instead of boom, boom. And you were like, no, I don't like that. I want floating shelves.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, well...
I really like what we ended up with.
Yeah, they're so good.
There were a lot of things that, like, I just kind of let Ava pick. There were a lot of things that she just kind of let me pick, and there were a lot of things that we agreed on. Mm-hmm. There was really never anything that I was like...
Yeah, we never disagreed, really.
We never, like, argued over and somebody got their way and, like, one of us is living with something that
we don't like.
The other doesn't like.
Yeah.
Like, I like everything in here right now, and I think you would say the same. Mm-hmm. I think that each of us did a pretty good job picking things. But I want to ask you this.
Come on, Ross.
What is your...
Ask me this.
What is your...
Ask it.
What is your favorite small detail?
Oh.
Like, that's not like a piece of furniture or like a room, but like your favorite small thing in our tiny home.
I don't know if I can pick that.
Can I give you mine?
Yeah.
Mine are these sconce lights that are up here above.
I knew you would say that.
I love them.
Yeah, they're really nice. The camera, like, isn't seeing anything
we're
talking about.
I mean, again, you're just going to have to go watch. If you're watching this and you're, like, not interested in our house now, like, what are you doing?
Small detail. I really like our shelves in the kitchen. I think they're really, really pretty. And I don't know if this counts as small, but I love our bedding in our bedroom.
Mm-hmm. You like our ladder?
Yeah, I like our ladder. It's not my favorite thing, but I mean, like favorite thing in the house, but I like our ladder.
I like the amount of, we have some things that look a little vintagey, like, although those shelves probably came from Amazon.
They did.
They look a little older.
Yeah.
They look warmer and more inviting, and then, like, I think the gold hardware kind of makes things look
You know what I love?
Wait, can I keep going?
Yeah.
And then how much more modern hardware we have, like our oven hood and the fridge even, and then like the black metal, and when we get a rail put up, it'll be like black metal, and then the rails of doors. So.
Yeah. My favorite is our espresso machine.
Espresso, dude.
So in case you didn't know, I'm a barista now, and if I could give you one piece of advice as a now married girly who was once an engaged girly, and you're making your registry and you like coffee and you spend $7 on a latte every day, get a espresso machine, not a Nespresso machine. Get an espresso machine. An espresso machine. Because yes, it takes a minute to learn how to use it correctly.
It really didn't take you
that long. It didn't take me that long. But like,
get on TikTok and you learn fast.
It is a game changer. Like, we are making coffee every day and it's costing us not even a fraction of the price, like less than a fraction of the price.
It's like 80 cents a cup.
It's
right
like
now.
80 cents for us right now.
And it's good. Like, okay, so
hashtag marriage budget.
If you follow us on Instagram, then you see how often we were at Spencer's as our favorite coffee shop.
Yeah.
And like,
we had a Spencer's latte fountain at our wedding, like obsessed.
Absolutely love it. And that's something that's hard, A, about, yes, a marriage budget, B, about being 30 minutes from town, is that we're not going
to drive 30 minutes to go get a cup of coffee.
It will be worth it for Spencer's.
Sure.
But, okay, so this is what we've done. Now we use Spencer's beans and make our latte. So we're basically still drinking Spencer's coffee. It's just we're making it.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, game changer. If you can get one thing off your registry, get an espresso machine, because it has changed our marriage. It's changed our marriage.
It is fun. Like, Ava's been making 2 coffees for us every single day.
Oops. Which caffeine is not really that good for you, but anyways.
Yeah.
For your brain. Okay, well, that's all I have to say about the tiny house.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add?
No, again, if you haven't watched the tour video. You should watch it.
Ow. Ow.
Are you struggling?
I got it.
Sorry you have to hold that.
No, it's okay. Don't worry.
We're going to get you a stand.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, do you have anything else to add?
About anything?
About anything in our life.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's great.
We love marriage.
It's great and cool. It's grand.
Yeah.
What else are we doing today?
We are filming a music video.
We're going to try. I've never done it before.
Yeah, we're filming a music video for Ross's new song. Is it our song or is it your song?
It's technically so the way that I think I'm going to do it is any song that is about us will be our song, even if you're not on it.
Okay.
But then if it's anything, I want to write a lot more Jesus songs too. So that'll just be mine.
Well, we're filming... sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. We're filming a music video today for this song, and it's freaking fire. It's freaking fire. It's about us, and it's about how we are married. And, and it's about... it's about how I'm still the same.
Yeah, the only thing that's changed
is my last name. It's the only thing that's changed is my last name, which is actually now legally changed, which was a whole process.
If you're here still in this video, in this podcast, then you're a real one. So if you see us start to post about the song soon, do us a favor and share it, because that has been my dream for a long time, is to make music that people like and that get other people like it and show it to other people.
Yeah. And it's a really good song. I actually got to collab on it a little bit.
Yeah, Ava helps. Ava, because of her dance background, gets where...
I feel like people don't know that I'm a dance teacher.
Yeah, we need to talk about that in an episode. Like our
jobs?
Our passions. Yeah, our jobs. We should do that. Anyway, yeah, because I don't know if I've really talked about the fact that
like what you do for a job.
Anyway, we can do that. But she... growing up as a dancer, was able to hear like what I would call like the sprinkles, the seasoning of music.
Is that what you would call them?
Where like the bones would be like your kick drum, like that keeps the beat. Yeah, but then the things that like don't give the song structure, but then give it like its taste, like the guitar that we added, the electric guitar that we added, it wasn't necessary to give it structure, but it gives it a little bit of flavor. Ava is really good at like hearing where something is missing, flavor. where it's missing.
It needs
flavor.
some salt.
It needs some
salt.
It needs some ginger seasoning.
Ross loves some ginger seasoning.
Anyway, that's all I have.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening. I don't know if this was like the most like educational or helpful podcast, but we definitely just wanted to like give y'all a life update, let you know that we're not quitting this thing called a podcast, called the Jesus and Stuff podcast. We're not quitting it. We just needed a little time to reconnect with Jesus, connect with each other, and settle in.
And figure out what this is going to even look like.
And figure out what this is going to be. And if you all are in need of anything ever about any situation ever in anything relating to marriage, Christ, engagement, all the things, like, please do not hesitate to reach out. I think I say this at the end of every podcast, but like, we will answer you.
Yeah. We don't have that many people DMing us for real.
But like, I don't know. I'll always send you a voice text back. And
do that on Instagram. That's
on
place.
Instagram, Ross and Ava _. And
we very well might not see your YouTube comment if you comment on YouTube.
Yeah, we don't really look at those anymore. Anyways, DM us on Instagram. Follow us along on there because we have a lot of the behind the scenes of like living here, following Christ and our marriage and all the things. And we love you so much. You guys are the awesomest, bestest, and that's all I have to say.
Yep.
Yay.
You gonna pray?
Podcast back. Yeah, I can pray. Do you want me to pray?
Sure, you can.
Okay, or do you want to pray?
No, either way is great.
I'll pray.
Pray it. Pray it out.
Pray it out. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for everything that you've given us, Lord. We are so, so grateful for even just the opportunity to sit down in this space and to talk about you, to talk about the covenant that you made for us, to just talk about all the things that are going on in our lives, like to hopefully reflect your goodness through our lives. Lord, I just pray for anyone who's listening to this podcast that is maybe in a more difficult season, is in a season of waiting, is in a season of joy. I just pray for that person on the other side of the screen. I pray for our marriage. I pray for our relationship. I pray for our relationship with you. I just pray that we're always showing people who you are, what you've done in our lives, and how grateful we are. We love you so much. Thank you for your death on the cross, for saving us from our sins, and giving us the opportunity to do so many cool things because of that. In your name we pray, amen.
God, I'm just grateful for you.
God, I'm just grateful for you. Okay, we love you guys so much. Bye.